Yo, 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 it's BMAK the Rockstar. You're tuned into Rockstar Lifestyle. First video blog of the Rockstar Lifestyle. Everything you need to know about me. Alright, so there's a lot of people that want to be hip hop artists nowadays, especially with the internet. It's a whole different fucking market, you know? It really just comes down to like who you know, how you network, how active do you stay, how much more do you want it than the person next to you. You better, if when you're sleeping, you better be thinking of fucking music. You know why? Because when you're sleeping, the dude 2 doors down is fucking working on music. That's how it goes. I ain't playing. Seriously. But it's like, when it comes down to these people want to be artists, these hip hop artists, they don't know what an artist is. They want to be a rapper. So you're a rapper. That's the number one thing. When someone finds out that like I do hip hop or I'm a rapper, I show up at a house party or something, someone's like, hey, meet my homie, he's a rapper. Oh bro, I freestyle all the time, man. That's cool. That's cool. That's how you do it. But you know what? That's not me. I don't freestyle. You know what I mean? Like I've grown up, like I said, with the studio always. So if I thought something was fucking hot, or I had a hot ass beat, boom, just pop it in the studio, drop a fucking track. I never had to do freestyle, boombox, in the garage chilling, you know, but that's where the fucking skills comes down to. That's where you really get it. So there ain't no, I ain't knocking that, because that's where I lack a little bit, you know what I mean? And you gotta understand, you gotta know when to vocally be self-critical about yourself. Like, I know my shoes are fucking busted, but you know what? Like, I'm still out here doing this shit. What, fuck you, you know what I mean? Like, you gotta have that fucking confidence. And people think confidence and cocky means like walking up on stage and acting like you're the shit, like blah blah blah, and just fucking acting like you're all Hollywood and shit when you ain't no one. That's not being cocky the right way. Being cocky is just knowing and making smart choices and knowing that you got good shit at the end of the day. Like, that's all, at the end of the day, it's all about real music. Like, music. That's what it's about. Don't ever fucking let yourself forget that it is about the fucking music. All the money, all the people, all the cars, all the clothes, anything that you fucking get. Remember, it's about the music. Like, you should be passionate about that. And I'm not knocking some other people. They get into the industry because it's money. You know what I mean? But it takes money to make money. And you know those people when they come. So, it's like someone comes out of nowhere, like Lil Dicky, dope. He sits there and talks about how he has investors. Straight. If I had some investors, motherfucker, I wouldn't be sitting here doing this interview right now. I'd be on MTV doing a fucking interview. Because it's just, it's the way you think, it's the way you move, it's the way you talk, it's the way you walk, it's everything about you. You gotta be the complete package. You gotta fucking come to a show and be like, hey, I brought my own microphone in case this one shits out. Hey, I got 2 camera guys. Do you need pictures? Do you need pictures? You are the show. You are the party. You are hip hop. You are music. That's what you gotta fucking feel yourself. You gotta eat, bleed, sleep, and shit music. Like, I work at Amazon still, bro. But that place drives me crazy. But you know what? It's taught me a lot about business. And it's taught me a lot about people. And that's one thing that you fucking won't ever experience if you sit around in your fucking garage or your fucking house or wherever you sit around and you drop tracks all night and you stay in there. Yeah, you're gonna get pretty good. Maybe. But you know what? You're not gonna know a fucking person. What the fuck does that do? So you got a big box full of fucking CDs with dope ass fucking music on them, but you don't know a single fucking soul around, and you ain't said shit, nobody knows you do music. You might as well just fucking go bust tables. So that's what I'm saying. Like, people need to, and don't ever burn bridges with people. Don't ever act like, oh, I don't want to fucking help him because he's better than me or any of this shit. You know what I mean? I had to get over some of that stuff sometimes. I ran through that. Everybody goes through it. You hit walls, you climb them, you learn how to fucking deal with them, and you move on. That's what you do. And this is like, man, some real life shit. Maybe off topic of music, but I want people to know who I am and like listen to my music like for who I am and understand like it is real life shit. And like, that's one thing why I have not given up on hip hop, and that's one thing I haven't given up on myself, is because every time I do another tape, every time I do another album, another song, it always gets better and better and better and better. Because if you keep trying to better yourself, the day that you fucking drop a video or drop a song and you sit back and say, about me, alright,
to be rich.
rock to rap.
Next biggest rapper.
So back in the day, man, I swear, like, I started doing music when I was like 10. I'm straight from Chicago, born and raised. Like, my family ended up moving down here, and I was so young that I had no choice, so I had to come with. But one promise that my parents made to me was that they'd get me to the guitar. If I was moving to Music City, they would get me a guitar. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I started doing music, and that shit, like, I don't know, it just took off. Like, I was so interested in it, like booking shows, you know, practicing, getting new instruments, recording myself, doing everything. And this is when I was doing the rock band, 10 years old, man, like in the studio, up in the house, like, you know, like just learning this shit. It wasn't good. Like, I'll show you some stuff, you know what I mean? It ain't that good, but you know what? You gotta start somewhere. And a lot of people don't even start. That's why they don't ever do anything with their fucking lives. So, like, there's real shit going on right now. And I'm trying to tell y'all, like, this music shit, it ain't no fucking joke. You can't just pick up a camera, you can't just pick up a fucking microphone and start making hits and shit, and everybody's gonna love it. Like, you better fucking have some background, or you better have some fucking money in the bank, because people ain't taking lightly to that shit nowadays. It's fucking way too easy for some dumbass person to do this shit, but guess what? They ain't gonna make it far. Alright, I've been pushing and pushing and pushing. There's a lot of people that I met along the way, and I thank them for everything that I've learned. But it's like, when you start doing rock, it's like a completely different atmosphere. Like, you go to shows. It's the same thing though, promoting, building that brand and getting people out there for fans and actually connecting with them and writing real music that means something to you and means something to them when they listen to it. So it's like, back in the day, I didn't do much of the writing. And like, I sat there and I recorded and I played guitar and they would write riffs and shit, and I would do what I was told, kind of like to be a part of the band. But my part that I took and I accelerated at was the booking the shows, making the t-shirts, getting the merch, talking to these business people, doing all this shit behind the scenes. Not only does it take the music. So that's when I really got tight down on what it I wanted to do with promoting and how you can really use it as a tool, and it makes a hell of a fucking difference. So I had all that experience, the music shit, yeah, I was getting better as an artist, I was getting promotion, boom, experience, everything, boom, and that's when you flourish. But man, I got so fucking sick of doing the rock band shit. It was fun as fuck, but you know what? It takes a lot of time to have 5 people coordinated for rock band rehearsal or anything that you gotta do, you know what I mean? Like, hey, where's Jimmy? He's fucking 15 minutes late for rehearsal. We gotta fucking get him here right now. Like, oh, sorry, my car broke down. Blah, blah, blah. My girlfriend this, my girlfriend that. I was done with that shit, man. Like, I needed to find another way to express myself and to really get this music out there, because I knew I wanted to do it as a living. Man, I remember back in the fucking day, like, setting up the camera like this and shit, and like, back in the garage and just like rocking out, you know what I mean? Like, fake, not even playing, dude, just like playing a fucking Linkin Park song and rocking out and just being like, this is what I want to do, I love this, like, entertaining. So, you know, like, once I stepped down from the real rock scene was when I started to transition into more of the rap, because it was so, you know, it was so easy to express yourself, and it was right there, and it just kind of threw itself in my face, because all the people that I hung out with in high school, you know, this came to the point where I was probably about 15 and 16, you know, and when I was 15, 14, 13, like, the whole rock band stage, like, I was rocking out. I remember we rocked out at Rocketown in Nashville for Bad Other Bands in front of like 1,500 people. I was 15 years old, you know what I mean? Like, that's some big deal shit back then, you know, and now it's just like, I know that I'm supposed to be on stages. I know I'm supposed to be a fucking leader for these people, because I see myself doing it every day. You know what I mean? And that takes more. It takes a real fucking person to actually do these things. Like, something real, like real stuff that you can really relate to. You know? And that's why when I first started rapping, I just kind of sat back and I listened. You know, there was a lot of cats that were coming in my house, you know, from high school, from the football team, from the baseball team, from the basketball team. We were dropping tracks for the basketball team. They were playing it at Oakland High School at the basketball, you know, boom, 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 like working out, you know, warming up and shit, playing our songs. We'd walk in and they playing their songs. You know, it wasn't the best shit, but you know, we were doing something more than anyone else was doing, so that was like hot shit. But man, and it always starts somewhere, you know what I mean? And like that's where it started. And I didn't even really know how to rap that good back then, but they like sat down, they write me this verse, and my homies were like, "Hey, BMAK, get up there and fucking spit this verse on this song. We want you on this song." So I got up and spit that shit as best as I could, you know what I mean? And it came out okay. I mean, it ain't no, you know, fucking Eminem shit right off the bat, but you know, you gotta start somewhere, like I said. And now, boom, look where it's flourished to. I've dropped like 4 projects, 2 albums, well, an album and an EP. I've dropped video. I work with Little White, Jelly Roll. I've done shows with like Shop Boys, Ritz, Jaron Benton, Snow the Product. You name them, man. Like there's a lot more that I need to do shows with, but you know, that's all coming in time. And it's like the transition from rock to rap was really an influential change in my life. Maybe it's not so much of me continuing with rock into the rap, but it's like there has never been anybody in the name of rap that is known, hey, he used to rock the fuck out and now he's rapping like a motherfucker. You know, like that's my image, that's me. I do not try to act black, I don't try to act like anybody, I'm fucking not. Respect to everybody that is their own person, you know what I mean? I don't judge nobody. And that's one thing you'll get so fucking far in life, is you understand who people are and you still work with them. You just know the lines to draw with them, you know what I mean? Hey, Jimmy, he likes to take fucking change out of cars. Don't let him ride in your fucking car. Boom, problem solved. You ain't never had no problem with Jimmy, but Tony over there, yeah, that motherfucker stole like 30 bucks of change from me. Don't let him ride in your car. Lesson learned. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta be smart in life and you gotta outthink these people.